In hardcore Minecraft, one tiny mistake can cost you everything. And since I plan on playing on this forever world, well, forever, I need to make sure I never die. To do this, I have 3 goals. Get full netherite armor, obtain a totem of undying, and of course, get full enchantments. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first of my 3 goals today is to get full netherite armor. And whilst I could just go straight to the nether and start mining, I think I'm going to try and get some beds. For them beds, I'm going to need some wool. So I'm going to have to make a little sheep farm. Alright, let's make some fences and a fence gate. And now let's look for some sheep. There we are. Alright, I think I'm just going to put them here for now. In the future, I do plan to build an actual barn rather than just some fences. But this will do for now. Alright, whilst I wait for these guys to multiply, I think I'm just going to terraform some of the land for some future builds. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm going to try and kill them. Alright. That was a little bit close for comfort, but let's get back to it. I like how they made salmon a more realistic size. Alright, this should be enough wool. I think it's time to actually go do some netherite hunting. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's go. Okay, I'm nearly out of food and my pickaxe is about to break, so I think I'm going to call it there, and then I'll have to get the rest of the ancient debris later. Okay, I'm going to repair my pickaxe and I'm going to go mine some diamonds for the smithing templates. Alright, that should be enough. So now we've got the diamonds, I think it's time to get full enchantments, which is going to have to include some villages. So I think I'm going to build a villager trading hall. I'm good on wood. I just need some more deep slate, which shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so I have a bit of an idea of what... Hold on. Alright, so basically I'll have villager here, an entrance, and then maybe if I need to, I'll even put something at the back here as well. That looks pretty good. Oh, they're back. Well, at least we got another banner. Right, the build is complete and it looks pretty good. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about though is the inside here, because I don't know, these trapdoors are going to cause the villagers to like suffocate or not, but I guess we'll find out. Anyway, now we actually have to move the villagers, so I'm going to grab a minecart and some rail tracks. Villager 1, Villager 2, Villagers 3 and 4. Alright guys, I was accidentally only recording audio for like 20 minutes, but I managed to get a librarian. Oh. And yeah, I managed to get mending. Alright, so I've set aside 70 diamonds for the smithing templates, and I've got 29 spare, which I'm going to use to hopefully get some decent enchantments. Okay, let's start with a sword. Alright, that's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh. Now let's combine all this together. I'm out of XP, so I think I'm going to go to the XP farm that we built last episode. And now we wait Alright, let's see how much XP we get. We are already at level 18, so I'm gonna combine these axes. I'm gonna wait for a little bit longer so I can combine these swords and then get out of here. Alright, now I'm gonna get a couple more librarians and try and get some more enchantments. Oh, Silk Touch. Smite 5. Kind of expensive though. Alright, I'm gonna need a lot of emeralds to buy these books, so I think you already know what time it is. I have all the books except the protection because the villager reset its trades before I could lock it in. But yeah, let's go combine all these. Nice. Alright, I'm getting a little tired of enchanting, so I think I'm going to go and get the rest of the netherite. Okay, I'm out of beds, but I'm just going to continue strip mining. That should be enough. 10 netherite ingots. Alright, there is one more thing I need to do to become truly invincible. Alright, but in all seriousness, the last thing we need to do is get some, what are they called? Totems of Undying. And whilst it could be boring, make a raid farm and get infinite totems forever, I think I'm just going to do some raids. Because I feel like making an auto farm on episode 2 is a bit overkill. Iron Golem's putting in that work. Alright, there's our first totem. Totem numero 2. Oh my god. Oh my god. These little things are so annoying. Oh. Oh my goodness. Where are they coming from? That's where they're coming from. Okay. We did it. I was gonna do 2 more, but I think 1 was enough, which means this is the end of the video. So thanks for watching.